Welcome back to Z to Z. We are now at episode 21. If you're a first-time listener to this podcast, we are a franchise podcast that is focused on providing information to Z's by Z's. A little bit of a proud moment here today at Z to Z. We have surpassed our 20th episode. So now we are entering into season 2. It's been about a year now since we launched, and my goal is to enter a new season of Z to Z every 20 episodes. We are reaching milestones, so thanks to those who listen in and support my efforts. So to celebrate this milestone, I'm very excited to have Amapola Judd Shimp. She is the Vice President of Partnerships for the Southwest Valley Chamber of Commerce here in Arizona. She's an advocate for small business. She is dedicated to empowering women in business and growing small business through education. She is also an advocate for educating entrepreneurs on how to grow your business utilizing all the business tools, including the franchise model. I'm thrilled to have Amapola on the show, so let's talk Z to Z. Welcome, Amapola, to Z. How are you doing today?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, this is just a great experience. And, to our listeners, I just met Amapola, but I felt like I've known her for quite some time now. I think everybody feels that way, usually the ones who meet you, probably for sure. But it's been a really great experience. I've been to a couple of meetings with the chamber, and like I was said during my interview, Amapola is the Vice President of Partnerships for the Southwest Chamber of Commerce here in Phoenix, Arizona. Well, actually, it's in Goodyear, Arizona, but it's in Arizona. We are a suburb of Phoenix, I suppose. And I'm very, very happy to finally get her on the phone. I know she's a busy lady, and so she's going to talk to us a little bit about the chamber and what we do and how that helps franchises and small businesses around the West Valley out here in Arizona.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Just to clarify, so we are physically located in Goodyear, but I assist and help the small businesses of Goodyear, Avondale, Litchfield, and Tolleson. We will be bringing on El Mirage as well as the city of Phoenix and helping some of their small businesses grow here. Just a little bit of background about me. I come from higher education. So giving back to the small businesses as far as education and offering them true resources is truly a passion for me. So as you said, like people feel like they know me. It's just because I love what I do. I really enjoy helping these small businesses grow and thrive here in the Southwest Valley area.
Right. And you could really tell when we are at the last meeting that I was at, I could really tell that you really engaged and you really have a passion for small businesses and making them work equally with small business that are mom and pops, if you will, and small business that are franchises as part of a big conglomerate. They equally have the same challenges and so having somebody like yourself in the chamber like yourself, like what they do. It's a great source of information and a great source of insight, excuse me, to help them, right?
Oh, absolutely. And I think part of our success as a chamber is we have an exceptional, great relationship with all of the cities that we work with. So that includes mayor, council, the economic development team. So we really know what's going on, and I can offer true connections to these small businesses. And I also try to connect with the big boxes. So the big companies like the PepsiCos or the Amazons that are coming into these areas so that they can offer their resources to our small businesses as well.
Right. So for those people out there that haven't been involved with the Chamber of Commerce at all within their areas, tell us a little bit about what is a Chamber of Commerce?
Sure. So a Chamber of Commerce is actually a local organization of businesses whose goal is to further the interests of businesses. Business owners in towns and cities from these local societies to advocate on behalf of their business community. So it's really to try to assist and help them and for them to come together and form a unity or like an organization for them to really go and network and grow and be part of the community together. That's really
Right.
what, the Chamber of Commerce is.
Right. And I could see that firsthand again when going to the networking events and what have you, that there is a lot of resources, and not only the resources that the chamber provides, right, but the resources and the information and the insight from other small businesses that are within the group. And I think that's where the real value is. I
Oh,
mean,
absolutely. For them to be able to come in and share what they do, because then they're able to network and really build a connection. You can build connections with each other and help each other grow, because really that's the community part. Obviously, Goodyear and Avondale are growing by the minute and they're huge, but we still have that small town feel of the small businesses that are within our chamber that truly want to help each other. And I absolutely love that. So if you go
right.
to a meeting, you can really feel that of, some of the members really trying to make that true connection with each other.
Correct, correct. Yeah, no, 100% for sure. Just for those listeners that don't know too much about the Arizona area, we're in the West Valley, which is about what I'm gonna pull up a figure about 27-30 miles west of Phoenix. And this area out here, Goodyear, Tolleson, El Mirage, Surprise, Peoria, the side where the Phoenix Cardinal Stadium's at, towards that direction. If you want a landmark area, it has been growing leaps and bounds. Residential, commercial, you name it, it's been out here, and they're growing now. They're building a huge resort with a water park and
Hmm.
an entertainment amusement park out here in the West Valley. So it's only going to get better in regards to the opportunities for small businesses to exist out here in the West Valley. And it's just a great time for the Southwest Chamber to really unite more support from small businesses to help. And I think so doing that, if I'm a small business and I want to join the Chamber of Commerce, what are the benefits of joining a chamber?
Sure, we discussed some of them. Really becoming part of a community, to be able to go out and network and really relate. So if you have questions, there's resources there. We have access to get you in front of your city council. If you have problems, we have connections to help you with, like, if you're looking to get a permit or something, we have that direct resource and link to kind of assist you. But really, the benefits are for you to really network and become part of your community and meet other small businesses to help and assist you.
Yeah, no, 100%. And that is really the true benefit. I mean, that is the real benefit, because if I'm a small business and I'm going into it and I never owned a business before, and if and I am lost in what I want to do, what my next steps are, and what am I going to go, and now if you're with a chamber, you have everything there. You have a slew of network of people that you can network with, ask the questions, and direct you to where you need to go. So that is that is right there. Yeah, that is worth the price of admission, if you will, right? So with that, does the chamber work with franchises? I know that small businesses, franchisees are considered small business, and obviously we know that they're from part of a big conglomerate or whatever, but at the end of the day, they're a small business.
Oh, absolutely. We work with everyone here. We just had Kane's Chicken join. We did a huge welcoming ribbon cutting there in Goodyear. You would have thought that they opened up this like huge, I don't know, it was the biggest grand opening I've ever
That's
seen.
great.
They had people that actually spent the night before just to wait in line so that they can win prizes. And before they actually opened up, they reached out to our chamber to network and get involved with the schools in the actual community. They
Right.
wanted to give back, and they wanted the cheerleaders to come from the school districts.
That's
They were
great.
really asking for that real reach out. So absolutely, we work with franchises, not only in that aspect, but also really, like, some of these small businesses that we're currently working with, they're also looking to franchise. So with being part of a chamber, you're able to reach out, make connections with the economic development teams to potentially find other locations for your business.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and again, as a small business and as a franchisee, because when you're going through the process as a franchisee, and we talk about this in my previous episodes a lot, that it is sometimes it's a mystery. Sometimes you don't know what the process looks like, right? And then you go through the training that the franchise provides, and usually it's pretty good training. But it's one thing when you're going through the training when somebody is sort of kind of holding your hand through the process. And it's another once you're out there in your area that you're going to open up your business. And now you have to navigate everything throughout your business. I mean, your area that maybe since you're like, again, if you're a first time business owner of a franchise, again, you're not really knowing where to go and what to do, and having the ability to network with a chamber, and to be associated with the chamber within your community. You have you're going to develop those resources, again, and which is very important, because that is the tricky part. If I need licenses for any particular thing, maybe inventory, just distributors, anything like that is outside of what the franchise provides. The chamber can provide that additional resources, and network ability to say, listen, ask so and so, or let's talk to so and so, or let's, for your grand opening, let's talk to the mayor's office, let's talk to the city councilman for X, Y, and Z. So, I mean, I really can't stress, because in my experience, that I've seen so far, I have benefited from it. I have really benefited. I've created new relationships. I created relationships that I probably would have never have had if it wasn't for the chamber.
Oh, and I love that. So I love to hear that. And I truly love to be that connector. And everyone that's in my office, I remind them of that. I'm like, we are here to really help the small businesses connect with the bigger businesses, and vice versa. Because also the big businesses want to come in and they want to leave their footprint within the community and help and assist. So I sit on the board for Agua Fria Food Bank. And I really try to make true connections, because they do so much for this area as far as helping the homeless population, giving back to the people in need. So I really try to make those true connections with the big boxes that are coming in. And I'm saying, like, hey, in Arizona, it gets hot. So guess what? They need watering stations everywhere. So I make that connection with, PepsiCo to deliver the water to Agua Fria Food Bank. So those kind of connections I also try to do. I try to leave thoughtful connections within, you know, the big box companies that come in, and the small mom and pop businesses that come in. But the one resource that I love that's a little bit different about our chamber than other chambers is
Sure.
that I come from higher education, and I'm all about education and really providing resources and tools to our small businesses. So when you were talking about some of the resources, we have our entrepreneurial program, and that they can learn about marketing. Because when you start your small business, that might not be your forte. You may not be an expert in marketing. We bring in experts. They teach you some like marketing 101. We have access to capital. We bring in our big bankers to help you really see how you can get access to capital. We launched our Empowering Women in Business, because obviously I'm a woman, and it's near and dear to my heart of helping those women grow their success. And then we launched our Business Leader Series. And then again, I bring in like the big, people that run these organizations to come and really network with our small businesses. But it's not only for our small businesses, it's for our franchises as well. So they have access to send someone that wants to be in a leader's position. These are free resources for them to come for 1 hour to learn and
Wait,
utilize that and grow within their company.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, and then we launched our nonprofit series, which is amazing. And we have someone that comes into how to secure grants. Any questions you have about nonprofits, because a lot of people, you have, these little franchises, and then you're thinking about starting a nonprofit, right? Underneath your franchise. So we launched that series. So we're always kind of thinking about what's the next thing that we can offer our chamber members.
Well, you just said the four-letter word, and that's free. I mean,
Yes,
that
I
that that free four-letter word was fantastic. It just took it. I was very surprised when you said it, because that is huge. The educational aspect of this and the benefits of the education that you're providing is huge. Because I mean, usually you got to pay for it online, or you got to go take class or something like that, or go to your community colleges and what have you. But the chamber offers this information for free, and what an amazing gift to give to an entrepreneur.
Oh, absolutely. And with our Empowering Women in Business, we co-do that with Chicanos por la Causa, and they actually have a huge women's center downtown Phoenix that also offers other resources for them, but not only for women, but everyone. So
Right.
that's why I really try to make, like I said, again, and you'll hear this, thoughtful connections. Because when someone comes to me and says, Amapola, like, I need this or this, I want to be able to connect them with someone. So when someone comes in to meet with me and they want to join the chamber, I try to listen to what they do and what all businesses they are. Because with small businesses, maybe they have one major like passion that they're focusing on, or their main business, but you know what? They always have these little side things too. So I
Yeah.
try to listen to like everything that they do. So that way, when I meet someone else, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got to connect you with so and so. You two would be able to help each other. So that's what I really strive to do.
Yeah, and you do it quite well. I can tell you this. Now, you were getting into the meat of this really, because the I mean, yeah, not only the benefits of the networking, what have you, but the education really brought it home for me. Because you're never short of education. You always got to learn. There's always an entrepreneur is always in the process of learning. And I think that is a great opportunity for entrepreneurs, small businesses, franchisees to go into and learn some of these techniques that they may be a little behind on. But the other thing that I think brings to mind, and I don't know if this has happened before, but you mentioned something earlier that, as a small business, as a franchisee, if you want to have a nonprofit or get involved with charities or get involved with organizations to help the community that you serve, that's available to them, right?
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. And that's the great thing about, like I said, the communities that I'm currently working with, they really have that small town feel and mentality of truly helping each other. And every time I go to a ribbon cutting, I with the city of Goodyear and Mayor Pizzillo is there, that is one of the things that he always reminds the businesses of. It's a good time to be in Goodyear with the growth, because they are ninth in the nation as far as growth, but they don't forget their small businesses.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
that's the same with like Avondale and Tolleson. It's just like a home. Like there's all of the cities, I have a special place in my heart for all of them. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, no, and this, like I said earlier, this area is growing massively. A lot of opportunity coming down the line here, and it's great that you have that. Not only can you create and get involved with your local community through charities, organizations, what have you, to help the community grow, and help those people that they need the help, but also it's an opportunity to really to get to know the government resources that are available within your area, right? I mean, they're talking from the mayor's office, council, men and women, city government types of things, that departments and people in those departments that do go to these meetings and may discuss certain aspects of what's going on within the community, and you get to know them, interact with them, correct?
Oh, absolutely. We actually do what we call a city to city update, and that's held once a year. We invite the economic development to come. They tell you what's upcoming, and you're able to literally get in front and be part of the community. Go and talk with the economic development team, with the mayor and city council, because if you live in that community or you have a business in that community, it is really your due diligence to be involved because you're committed. You're putting something in that community. So you want it to thrive, you want it to grow, you want to know what's going on. So I always encourage, like any small business that comes to me, I I'm very straightforward and I'm like, listen, you've got to be involved. In order to really get value out of the chamber, you have to show up and put in some effort to really see the benefits of a chamber.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I love the fact that you guys send out, once you become a member, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. But once you become a member, you have access to the dashboard, right? To the calendar
Yes.
that you get every whatever. I think it's every, I don't know if it's every day, every week, but I seem to have a calendar of what the events are. And if you can pick and choose which one you want to attend to. And I mean, if I had the time, I would love to get involved with everything that you guys have. But you know, I have to be strategic, and I guess there's a lot of franchisees would have to be strategic in what they want to do and develop their time with the chamber and pick what is actually you know, going to be good for them. Going back to the education part, do you have anything or any plans in the making of providing information for small businesses that are interested in becoming franchises, that transitioning into franchise? Because as we know, there's a lot of there's a lot of small businesses, I'm sorry, that want a franchise, but just don't know how to.
That's going to be you. So you've already discussed this. So I already told you, I'm like, you're going to be giving us that class and you're going to be giving us that. So that's
Okay.
literally when someone comes to me. So our nonprofit series is headed up by Jeremiah Smith, and he is very knowledgeable in doing grants and nonprofit, and he actually does it for free for the city of Goodyear. He came to me after joining the chamber and goes, Ama, so like I'm interested in doing this. And I go, done. I need a list of like the classes you want to talk about, and let's get you in front of people and helping. So that's the great thing about the chamber, is when people have ideas and they want to give back, it's done. I'll set it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have a meeting room here at the chamber. We send out the invites. We do all the marketing, and you're able to help and really give back to the community. And we tag you on that. We're like,
Yeah.
thank you. Like that way you get the acknowledgement of what you're really giving back to the community as far as helping and growth, because we're all in it together. I think
Yeah.
that karma is a wonderful thing, and once you give back, it comes back tenfold.
100% agree. 100% agree. I really appreciate that, and thank you. And you know, Amapola, thank you for your confidence. Like I said, I felt like when I first met you, like I've known you for a long time, and I think you have a great vision, and I really appreciate that opportunity to help and give back. You know, I tell this story a lot, and probably people are bored of hearing it, but where I came from in LA, in East LA, you know, there was a lot of opportunity out there, and there was nobody to show them what what they needed to do as far as being an entrepreneur, and existing entrepreneurs, existing small businesses, to really grow and utilize a model like franchising that'll help them expand their legacy and create generational wealth. And that is really been my vision personally, is to how can I help small businesses that want to transition and grow their business by utilizing the franchise model, therefore creating generational wealth for their families. Because we need to get back into that as a country. We need to get back into that mindset of helping each other, helping as families grow their businesses and prosper through entrepreneurship. And I really have a vision for that. And thank you for the opportunity to get that done.
Yeah, no, we're very excited about that because, like I said, I love adding things under our Chamber Academy, giving back as far as education. And when we chatted, I was like, this is a perfect fit because there is so many small businesses that could utilize the resources that you offer and also your background and your knowledge. And that's exactly what this area needs, especially the smaller businesses that have been around for 10 to 15 years, because you know what, they withstood all of the tests of time and they're still there and they have that opportunity to grow.
Yep. Yep. 100%. And it's great to get involved with your local chamber, to expand your knowledge, to get the education, the networking in, to meet the right people, to be in the right place at the right time. The chamber really gives you that opportunity. So tell us something about a recent event, a group. I know that there's groups, there's events, and there's networking events. What's coming up for the chamber?
Okay, so the big thing that's really coming up for the chamber is our gala. So we're all hands on deck. That's going to be at the Wigwam. And that is really the who's who of the West Valley that will be attending that. And that is September 29th. We're very excited about that. So please mark your calendar for that. That is one of the best opportunities to network. We will have the CEOs, vice presidents, people that run these big businesses that will be in attendance. So it's really, like I tell people, show up to these events because you never know who you're going to meet.
100% agree.
Always invite like the CEOs and the people that run these big companies to show up to these events. Yeah. So that's really the one that we're really focusing on. But on the weekly, we always have once a month we run the Empowering Women in Business. Once a month we do our Business Leaders series. So every single month you're going to have that learning opportunity, and you get the newsletter every single Tuesday, and it shows you a list of all of the upcoming events for the chamber for you to go on. You can register for it, and it will allow you to add it to your calendar, which is a good thing. So you'll get those reminders.
Well, that sounds like a great opportunity to network with some good people, good connections to have. One thing that I want to talk a little bit about, for women to get involved in franchising and understand that, especially in franchising in the executive sector. And you mentioned a couple of things about your women's networking group. What is it that you're doing to really emphasize women in business?
So I try to get key figures that own businesses. And our next speaker, Council Member Malone, who will be speaking, and she's actually running for the mayor of Avondale.
Okay.
So she's going, and she has been a part of the city council for some time. I'm not sure how many years, but she's actually running for mayor for the city of Avondale. So I thought this would be a great opportunity for her to give us her experience giving back to the community and now running for mayor of the city of Avondale.
Right. Yeah. And it's one thing to get women in for franchises and women that want to, in small businesses that you say, hey, listen, I don't know if I can do this. Yes, you can do this. You can. There is resources. There's education. There's help available for women to make a move on that and really get it done.
And our Empowering Women in Business, the ladies that come to this, they really feel connected. And after the event, they stick around for almost an hour just networking. And you could really feel the true connections that they are connecting and making at these events. Yeah. So it's always wonderful for me that they just don't leave, that they just hang around and they really want to build those true connections.
Yeah. Well, that's great. And again, it's much appreciated. I think you're doing a fantastic job. Tell us a little bit about what it usually costs to join and what the process is for a chamber.
So for a small business to come on, the cost is 350, and that is for the whole entire year. And I always like telling people, because I come from like I'm the youngest of six. So I've
Wow.
always, yeah, so was brought up to like work, work, work. So I collect degrees, I collect education and certificates. So I've actually had my real estate license since like 2004. So it's funny to me because when I first started in real estate, I would put all this money in marketing. So
Mhm.
when these small businesses come to me, I'm like, 350 for the full year is like a penny in the basket. Like it's like nothing. Like what you're going to truly get out of it. Like I would spend 350 in 2 weeks trying to market when I was a realtor.
Oh yeah, for
So
sure.
that's like the costs and everything as far as marketing yourself is crazy. So 350 for small businesses is a great opportunity to just start utilizing it from day one. Like
Hmm.
go to the events, because
Hmm.
essentially all of the events are free except for the signature events. And that's like the legislative breakfast. And that's usually $25 to $35 for you to show up, And so I'm like, this is like a great opportunity for small businesses. And I try to remind them of that because I have done, the small business of, trying to do the real estate when I first started out. So I understand the hardship of that.
Yeah, yeah, and it's up to the entrepreneur, the small business owner, to get themselves involved. Take a look at the dashboard, take a look at the calendar, pick the events that they want to attend, and attend a lot, attend the most that they can, because it's going to be beneficial for them. They don't know. They might meet somebody who's going to help them get to the next level, or answer a question that they were having a difficulty time trying to find the answer. So get to those events, focus on what you need, and then talk to the right people, right?
Oh, 100%.
So listen, I know we've exceeded our time already. So, and Amapola, I really, really, really 100% appreciate the opportunity to talk to you, and for you to be on the show for Z to Z, and help us talk, franchising, and how you support the franchise community, and the small business owner. And so I am personally excited to get involved more. I can't wait to sit down with you and talk about these classes, and these that we can talk about franchising 101, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for having me on here. And I am very excited to get you connected and start helping out the rest of these small businesses that are looking to franchise. So thank you so much.
Well, let's do it. Let's do it. Amapola, thank you again, and have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Amapola. That was a blast. I appreciate you taking the time and sharing all the great opportunities the Chamber has to offer entrepreneurs. As always, you can go to z2z.com to listen to all of our previous episodes, or you can always listen into Z2Z on Spotify or any of your favorite podcast platforms. And please subscribe, like, and hit the heart button. We appreciate your support. I like to end the show with one of my favorite quotes. New to entrepreneurship, trust in your abilities, create value, and as you climb up, remember those that help hold the ladder for you. You won't want them to let go. Anonymous. Until next time.